Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New York Knicks. With Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan. And we've got David Aldridge reporting in from the sidelines. Now here's Johnson. Now that we're approaching the midway part of the season, Clark, what advice would you have for teams that haven't gotten off to a great start so far?
Well, recognize that, one, the season still has a long way to go, so you can get things changed if you stay the course. I think the most important thing is staying together as a unit, as a team, and keeping that chemistry tight. As long as that's happening and you're healthy, you've got a chance to improve.
And Ewing sends it back. Jackson against Hornacek. Pass to McDaniel. Trying his luck from deep. He can't get that one to fall.
Okay, this one, because I was on Ernest last night, I said that El Grande was going to win, but now you kind of talked me out of that.
Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
I think this is Ray at WrestleMania.
It may have been a motivator for them.
They were outstanding offensively, and to have that kind of performance on the road makes it even more impressive.
Oh yeah. That's the other thing. Yeah, because I mean, Ray is on the clock. He's year to year now. So, I mean, if he could, 3 months from now, he can say, "Hey guys, you know what? Can't do it anymore." So, so at this point, ain't nobody paying money to see Ray lose.
That may ruffle some feathers on the other side.
Emotions running high. The game could become more physical moving forward.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious too. He was just like, you know what? He was like, fuck this shit.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Strickland. Pass to Ewing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The enforcer of this team without question. Charles Oakley intimidates the opposition. And that's a big deal for this squad.
Yes.
Both free throws good from Oakley. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Phoenix calls timeout. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. We'll take a look at the Knicks. They've been in peak form.
Well, look, my fantasy booking all along has been that
toward the postseason.
Flash and Jakari hoping they only win. I'm sticking with that.
And it's the Suns with the ball, trailing by 4. Pass to Sabalos. It's Hornacek on the wing. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Dumas gets the bucket.
A nice setup that time for Dumas. Got himself in really good position to score, and they got the ball to him.
Outside Jackson. Ewing with it. Baseline jumper.
And also, by the way, Flash and Jakar, we're not just putting the black women together. It's just Flash and Jakar have history with Jade and Bianca in matches and whatnot. So it's not just throwing the black women together. Okay, guys.
And Ewing sends it back.
Good read that time from Ewing defensively, showing that he can be impactful at that end of the floor, too.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
This is the readiness you have to have in the league. You don't get to take your time.
Johnson outside. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, To the paint, here's Hornacek. Up and in on the layup.
Even amongst the trees inside, Hornacek still able to find his shot.
Pass to McDaniel. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by
Yeah.
Dumas. Suns trail by 3. There's 1:59 left in the first. A nice shot by Perry.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
New York is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Ewing. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
You know, with his size, skills, mobility, and touch, Patrick Ewing is the perfect option.
I said
near the
Lash
basket.
and Zakara helped Naomi win.
Johnson against Jackson. Johnson goes in. Down low. Here's McDaniel, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I don't think.
McDaniel can jam it down now, put in his height and bounce.
You're not. No,
Good use
you're.
on these dunks.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Guard it. It wouldn't get straight up 1, 2, 3. If you card them, no. Bounce off the
And a new group in for the Knicks.
Defending his United States Championship. LA Knights. Thanks for coming.
Jackson against Johnson. Rest outside. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Knicks leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Pell. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
I think
Jackson's
Solo
got 5
cost Jacob
assists
the
in the
match.
game.
Getting enough
The
shots
question
in
is it
close
on
to play
purpose or is it
inside out.
inadvertent?
Johnson surveying the floor. Wilkins in the high post. Out to the wing. Stiff the pass to Mustaf. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson finds Wilkins. That one goes in.
So dependable from these in-between spots. Wilkins, he can knock these down in his sleep.
Jackson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Cranes the three-pointer.
14.
Bell's got his second bucket of the night.
You do not want to let him get in a rhythm from out there.
Johnson against Jackson. Pass to Mustaf. Outside Wilkins. Buries it from three-point range. Wilkins has got 5 now.
Assertive shot from the perimeter by Wilkins, putting his accuracy to work.
Here's Pell. Back to Jackson. Williams inside the line. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 5.
Went into business first off, whatever you want to call
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Their first quarter rebounding numbers off the charts impressive.
And guys, that comes down to one thing, wanting it more.
Ewing, good.
You can tell Ewing knows just where to position himself. He captures the rebound and sets himself up to shoot.
Hornacek right side. Baseline J on the way. Here's West. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Getting aggressive and creating a second chance opportunity. Exactly what coaches want to see.
Here's Ilyasova, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, I think that was a message-sending foul there. They're not going to allow any easy buckets at the rim.
Yeah, as a coach, I like that one. Make them earn it at the line.
And New York making a change.
Okay, I do think it was a
in.
mistake
He
to
makes
put
one or two
together
that time.
because one, they've never worked together at all, and this is WrestleMania. Having 2 people who've never worked together is not a good idea for WrestleMania. But also, I think, look, they're still figuring out what the hell Tiffany's character is supposed to be, because I think she's naturally a heel, but people started cheering her last year, so they decided to flip things around. but she's not really natural baby face, to be honest. I don't think so. And so everything's kind of awkward. And I think they probably should have waited till they had all this stuff figured out before they put them together. Because in this particular instance, Charlotte is not here to hold anybody's hand. She was out injured for over a year. Okay, you know, sometimes you come back for yourself. Okay, and she's back for herself right now. Regardless of how this match goes, you know, she's been out for over a year, and she's looking to get back to being who she is. So it was probably not a good idea to put her with somebody, quote unquote, new. All right. That being said, it's here. And well, y'all know who I'm picking to win, so it don't matter. I'm picking I'm rooting for number 15. We're getting number 15. And if it don't happen, I'll probably turn the show off and not watch the rest of it. Okay.
You don't even want to see 17 the night after?
I don't care. I mean, you know, look, I care that she gets to 17. I don't give Cena. I don't care about. I'm talking about like Saturday. I'm talking about the rest of the show Saturday. I'll watch night 2 regardless. But you know, anyway.
Roman and get that.
Hey man, hey. That's how it is sometimes. Okay.
What's up? All right. So next up, speaking of that, that's coming up, right? Yeah. I think Charlotte's gonna win. Go ahead, Jason. No, that's okay. DJ, do you have anything to say? No, I think Charlotte's going to win. Okay, Jason. Fair enough. So next up, we have the main event of the evening. We have Roman Reigns versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman versus Seth Rollins in a triple threat match. I think that based on Roman's social media, he's really selling the missing the wise man thing, like really selling it, like. Being pissed at the wise man because he apparently has 2 phones because on his Instagram he took I'm not surprised, he took a video of the wise man calling and him not answering. So they're pushing that angle really, really hard, and I'd also tell you that, you know, Paul Heyman is a rules lawyer. If you're a gaming person, you know, he will make sure by the letter of what the law and the letter of what he said and what they said and blah, blah, blah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but has anyone at all said anything about who Paul Heyman is walking out of WrestleMania with?
No.
I don't believe it. So, that's to be determined. Right. I think this, whether he wins or not, I think this is another fake out.
Cashing in on these trips is a crucial part of any game plan. Free throws can add up fast.
Here's Pell, 5 points in the game. Pass to Ewing. Rebound by the Suns. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You know, they came into that one hoping to be competitive, but not really enough confidence to do so, and that's exactly how it played out. Not competitive at all.
It wasn't pretty, that's for sure. I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories.
With him, the scouting report says you've got to go over the screen.
Absolutely. He'll hurt you from deep, so you have to fight through those picks.
Pell, the pass to Ewing. Here's Pell. Pass to Bull. That one's in, his first shot this game.
This is why coaches preach ball movement. It keeps everyone engaged.
Hornacek outside. They set the pick. Goes up on the wing. It's hauled in by Ewing. Ewing's got his 5th rebound in this one. Going inside. Here's Pell. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You take a look at the Suns. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season. Some changes for Phoenix. Perry's checked in, and it's Ceballos in for Stiff. Pass to Mustaf. Wilkins in the post. Guarded by Reed. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity.
Okay, so I think it's going one of two ways. I think either
should have made that one.
well, Roman gets preoccupied with Seth and it costs him the match some kind of way.
And he gets the whistle for
Or
the 3-second call.
Roman does win, and we end up with like a Don King situation. So Don King came to the ring with Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier got knocked out by George Foreman, and Don King left with George Foreman. So I think we could see a Paul comes in with Punk and leaves with Roman situation.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
I'm not sure who wins because on the one hand, look, Punk is just happy to be there. He got his WrestleMania match.
The Suns need to get a shot off, and the shot is good. Gustav's got his first bucket in this one.
Boy, nice dish that time by Hornacek, doing a good job finding his open teammate.
Well, yeah, but and
Strickland,
I think Seth is due for a. He's lost more Mania matches than he won over the last several years. I mean, so you could say he's due for some win one. But Roman lost last year, and
it's rebounded by New York. Ewing's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Strickland. Hornacek covering. Ewing against Ceballos. Ewing inside, and the shot goes in. Ewing's got 8 points.
7 feet, 240 pounds, Patrick Ewing. One tough man to stop.
Timeout called, the Suns. Dumas is checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Jeff Hornacek. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game. Oakley against Dumas. Wilkins in the post. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Such a talented wingman. I love how Wilkins
predicted it.
To foul him too.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and the first one drops.
I predicted it because I figured, because I thought that the way Roman was getting treated by the fans in the building,
Wilkins has proven to be a valuable part.
I just didn't think they were going to have a win to get
scoring option for them.
From the World Championship. So I thought they were going to find some way to get out of it. I figured, I did predict that they would do the briefcase. I figured that was their way to get out of
from him, the last game against the Rockets in Houston. Clock is at 3, and it's Strickland missing. Suns trail by 5.
Oh yeah, because my prediction was that if Seth loses to Randy, he's going to catch him.
1:37 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Wilkins. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
When Wilkins gets inside, he's not shying away now. He's very aggressive.
Jackson passes to Strickland. 3-pointer. Phoenix takes possession.
No, it was still.
Check in for Phoenix.
No, when it happened, it was still. Because when Seth ran out there, I was like, I knew it.
For Phoenix,
even though I was rooting for Roman to win, but when I was. Look, I'm always happy to get right. Y'all know me. So, when he came out there, I was like Thor when Cap got the hammer. It's like I knew it.
It's gonna go on Charles Oakley.
Good work by Dumas against aggressive defense there, sticking it out and able to draw the foul as a result.
The Raw women's shit.
And Dumas drops them both.
Dumas gets to the line a lot, but he would like to hit at a higher clip.
The Knicks with the lead. Outside Jackson. Pass to McDaniel. Back to Jackson from the arc. Second shot opportunity, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Knicks lead by 3.
He is absolutely a wrecking ball on the offensive board. Charles Oakley crashing with a lot of force.
Johnson outside. And he drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
Because
Johnson can cut right through
the
the
story
defense,
that
and
they're telling
even when
here
they do
says
collapse,
that she
he doesn't
wins.
hold back.
I mean, otherwise, the only other thing
And
that
he
happened,
knocks down the first one.
unless they were just doing this to shake things up for a couple of months and really fell backwards. But I think Gio hangs on here.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, Johnson is a superb scorer, an effective combo guard who can get it going in a hurry.
Out left to the wing. Strickland passes to Bull. Now here's Jackson.
Honestly, I think Bianca's here is a red herring.
Here's Strickland, and there's the drive. Can't get it to fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 2. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Patrick Ewing in this game so far, he has been everywhere.
You know, we often talk about guys who can shoulder the scoring load. He's been relentless.
Yeah, great effort, and mentally, he's a step ahead.
Now Jackson. No scoring in this one. Pass to McDaniel.
We're going.
3. It's home
We're
in
going
by
2.
Garrett. The Suns trailing.
We're doing 2 belts, third lady.
By the Suns. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Knicks. And that will be the 5th game of the 6-game road trip. Fires at the elbow. Tries again. And Ewing with the nice inside bucket.
And you didn't ask me who was
up on the board for New York. Ewing's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Pass to Sabalos.
I think the champs retained. I think this was a slap together match. I think the champs retained.
Look at KJ simply outworking the defense.
Look, Target just called Al Sharpton to try to fix things, okay? And you have to do that now?
The lead is 2. Jackson looking it over. Here's Strickland. Let's go. McDaniel, no good.
That's not a bad look. He missed that chance, but he'll get them to fall if he gets space like that.
The Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room with the break. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Dumas. The Suns shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. There's Sabalos. It's good. This game is all even.
It was a long road to travel for sure, but they've managed to even this game up.
Fantastic.
I'm going AJ to go win.
This team never folded, and we have a brand new
I think now with how Larry Crossfit and all of this.
It's good. The assist this time from
I
Jackson.
think, but I don't know. But I'm picking AJ to win.
Great shooting is all about concentration. He had that one locked in.
Johnson outside. Here's Hornacek. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Hornacek's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Staying 1 step ahead of the defense. Hornacek gets the pass and takes his shot before they can react.
New York calls timeout. New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jackson passes to McDaniel. And the 3 off target.
And right now, I think he's ready for this quarter to be over.
I don't know if I've ever seen him this cold. Rough quarter indeed.
Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hornacek. A miss that time. Would have put him up. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the 3rd. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Pass to Strickland. Ewing left side. And Patrick Ewing with the slam.
Clearly there's contact, but Ewing simply fights right through it and gets the hoop.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. A free throw off.
I think Braun retains because if he doesn't,
trail by three.
he's not going after the world title. Unless he's going to go after the world title.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. He's got 6.
So I think Braun retains. I think the key is that Dom and Finn fuck it up for each other.
Ceballos against Jackson. Williams outside. New York, no good that time either. High post Johnson. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. With the floater, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
He's got the quick twitch when he's got that rock in his hands. Johnson draws the bump right there.
The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
Able to tie the game up, but unable to give them the lead.
Over to the wing. Here's Strickland.
I think it can go either way.
And the Knicks miss again.
I'm just hoping for some proper city theme weaponry.
Here's Johnson. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, or somebody needs to get hit with like a giant-sized poker chip.
Bringing real intensity to his play at the rim. That's how you save a possession.
Jackson against Johnson. Jackson passes to Ewing. And then Ewing with the jam.
You can tell Ewing isn't afraid to shoulder the load out there. He tries to do it all for his team on the offensive end.
1:41 left in the third quarter of the game. Phoenix calls timeout. Rest is checked in for Phoenix. Wilkins comes in for Hornacek. The Knicks also changing it up. Bol, he's checked in for Ewing. And it's Williams in for Charles Oakley.
I mean, I hope it is, because if it's somebody new, again, just like nobody's paying to see, it's like nobody's paying to see Ray WrestleMania. Nobody's paying to see Randy.
Inside, Johnson has to rely on his agility. That's how he breaks down.
And if it's all this, if it's somebody new or somebody returning, then he kind of has to do the job.
Left side Williams.
And again, I think ain't nobody wants to see that right now, Randy. So I hope with all this, and then all this can show everybody what he can do, and they can have a great match together, and then he can get an RKO, and he can beat him, and then they can shake hands and all that.
Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And Jackson has a good sense for when to shoot, especially from the perimeter.
Here's Bustov. There's 49 seconds left in the third. That shot is off. Excellent D there from Williams. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Williams. The Suns making a switch here. Stith is checked in. That one is no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Jackson against Johnson. Pass to Stith. And Bol pulls it down.
You don't get a lot of those chances. He's going to want that shot back.
Outside Jackson. Here's Strickland, defended by West.
Yes.
And here is Williams. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Knicks, leading by just 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
With Matt. with maggots being projected onto the rim.
God bless.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Now, here is Hornacek. And here's Wilkins from the arc. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. Ewing's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
You cannot afford mistakes like that, especially in a tight game.
Bol, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Number 11, Manute Bol.
The Suns trailing. Wilkins surveying the defense. Pass to Hornacek. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Hornacek is known for his unique free throw shot routine. He rubs the side of his face before shooting as a sign of saying hello to his kids.
Our crazy boss, Greg DeMarco, has convinced me that. Well, I don't remember what Greg's reasoning was, but I said when I was on Ernest last night, I mentioned the schedule and calendar.
And that one falls for Hornacek.
Yeah, I think, you know what? It would basically be. I mean, nothing matters. I know, and I tend to not like that type of stuff.
And so Hornacek nails both of them,
making it look effortless.
But, you know,
this
I'm
guy to the strike.
gonna go crazy here, and
Cash in more than not.
yeah, I'm gonna do the crazy thing, and I'm gonna
Here's Pell.
show you the.
Pass to Williams.
Next night, I think it's what Greg has been saying, that, you know,
It's hauled
Brock
in by
finally
the
comes to
Suns.
work and
Gustav's got
failed
4
seem like
rebounds
a
now
loser,
tonight.
and you know, and then
Hornacek.
they turn back.
Here is Stiff.
Oh no, don't get me. Look, I think
Back to Hornacek. Shot, high post, and that one is good. Hornacek's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
I really do love Hornacek's shot selection. It's why he shoots a fantastic percentage.
The Knicks call time.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's a good idea. I'm saying it's a possibility.
Thanks,
Right.
guys. Brad Nelson had some words for his team during the break. He knows they struggled at the free throw line, but he actually looked at the
Yeah,
positive. He said,
and look,
if we
I was not
continue
even
to get to
considering
the
it before
foul
Greg
line,
brought it up.
good things are going to happen, but we have to keep getting there. Maybe that'll
I don't
take
know,
the heat
but
off.
Thank you,
probably
David.
if I was
And
betting on it, I
Bol.
would probably
Oh,
I would
no,
bet
he may
on
have
the
gotten
Suns.
injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
Which, by the way, look,
Oh, no.
if any of you
That's the
losers has like a
last thing we
10-match
wanna
parlay or
see.
something this weekend,
Injuries
please
are just so tough. I hope he's going to be okay.
Dumas, he's checked in for Phoenix. West is checked in for the Suns. Barrett comes in for Dumas. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Hornacek with it. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Lock at 6. Here's West. And Bol sends it back. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Ewing. Here's Bol. Ewing right side. And then Ewing with the jam.
Plenty of power on this move by Ewing, not giving the defense a chance to cut off his dunk.
This offense has been
And-
dynamic and diversified.
Everybody sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you really hard to defend.
Kept alive. And there's Barrett putting it right back in. Barrett's got it all tied up now for the
I know.
Suns.
I love the pursuit.
You know, I'm
Showed
okay.
tracking down
I mean,
that board.
Yeah,
I'm
fearless
okay.
Whitney Clark on the
Well, look,
glass and
somebody's got to do the
face off
wacky
for him.
contrarian
For
thing,
sure.
so
And
I'll
the
do it,
hunger
and I'll
that he
eat it.
plays
And
with,
if it
you
doesn't
can't
happen,
teach that.
if what we all expect to
And
happen
so it's
happens,
Wilkins
then you
who
guys can
brings up the
just
ball for the
throw it in
Suns.
my face.
Knicks with the rebound.
I thought that one would go down. A little puzzling.
And by the way, but I will. But tell you what, I will not. If
set covering, Strickland passes to Ewing, and then Ewing with the jam.
Boy, this team relies on and leans into Ewing to deliver in big moments. Not letting them down there. No sirree. Patrick.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah.
The Suns call time.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing really making a difference here.
They simply have no.
Look, if it happens,
right
I will tip my hat to Greg, and then I will promptly shit on it. Okay.
Phoenix making some changes. Barry's checked in, and it's Dumas in for Barrett. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
I hope so. Good God, man.
Here's Ceballos.
I mean, man hasn't come to work since March 1st. Dude.
On the wing, Johnson. Guarded by Jackson. Harry. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 6 assists now in the game.
Coming off the pick and finds the open man. Selfless basketball.
To the middle. Here's Ewing. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Look, they need to think about doubling him. I mean, if they wait, he could really start scorching.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive boards.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
Okay, but all right, but if Cody. But look. If
on the wing, Jackson is guarded by Johnson. Pass to Strickland. 16 feet away. Here's Ewing. It's hauled in by Perry. Perry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Ceballos.
But
McDaniel grabs the miss. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Jackson passes to McDaniel. And he stays with it. Back to Jackson.
Yeah, but
off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Yes, but that being said, if Cena wins, then Wayne is absolutely walking out there holding that belt up, and he's gonna, because he needs something to hold up to. So it's okay.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Patrick Ewing.
Good job accepting and embracing the contact on the way up there.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 2. And Dumas drops them both.
Oh, and look, by the way, look, if I had that belt, I would bring it out with me every time I came out also. So I'm not okay.
Jackson passes to Strickland. New York, no good that time either.
Well, that's another low percentage shot. He's been settling throughout this game.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll be wearing that belt walking around the house, and my kids be like, Dad, why are you wearing that thing?
He's not showing it.
Why?
Here's Strickland.
Yeah.
Pass to Jackson. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Coming through in the clutch.
No.
The Suns call time. Guys, what are their best options now?
I'll get around to it at some point, but it's like, I mean,
they need a good play drawn.
SmackDown Friday, Stand and Deliver, at One Night Do. That's a lot. I'm not.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Johnson outside.
No. Honestly, look.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Yeah.
Stolen by
Honestly,
Ewing.
look, I think
And
the
intentional foul.
SmackDown,
Another one of those, so
Friday Night
they get into the
SmackDown. I'll be happy.
Hey, that's the right move. You can't allow them to milk the clock here.
Yeah, all they can do
I mean,
is send them to
dude,
the
we
line
got.
some misses.
There's no way, because there's no way I'm watching that and
fourth
standing in the river and
now we've got the intentional
that's not all happening.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Delivering big time at the line.
Dude, we just went to Philadelphia.
Left on the clock. What a performance.
The Suns call time. Turning
Okay, we just went to Philadelphia a couple of weekends ago, dude. Okay.
I think if they leave the three-point shot open, you take it. But it may be safer and wiser to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Well put. But they shouldn't force something up here. You have to be smart.
Here's Ceballos. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Easy defense there, guys. You have to guard the outside on inbounds plays, too. Every man has to be accounted for during those situations.
The Knicks call time. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Jackson. It's off. The Suns call time. Here's Ceballos. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Now Johnson. To the paint, 6 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession.
Good activity there, breaking things up. Love the activity defensively.
And he wanted to steal it, but still making an impact for his team.
Here's Dumas. He can't get that one.
And the D daring him to prove he can make it from that spot. Unfortunately for him, not able there.
McDaniel, the pass to Jackson. Pass to Ewing. Outside for Jackson. Here's Strickland. Hornacek covering. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Kept alive. Here's Oakley. It's tipped. And they get it back. And then Ewing with the jam.
No.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. Trailing
No, I have not.
Here's Ceballos. Back to Johnson. Knicks with the rebound. And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to talk with the head athletic trainer of the Suns. And guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. And this is a huge blow. This wasn't the best roster in the NBA coming into the season. Kevin?
All right, David. Boy, Clark, that was tough to hear, wasn't it?
Yeah, an absolute shame, Kevin, and looks to me like a very serious injury.
It does.
They say injuries are part of the game. Really? The worst part of the game, if you're asking me.
Johnson against Oakley. Shoots it up. Stolen by Ewing. Jackson passes to Oakley. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 7-point New York lead.
I think it's clear they are 100% locked in on expanding their lead here.
Well, a little bit of an edge is nice, but they'd love to be way out ahead.
Here's Ceballos. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Slick move, coming off the pick and going straight to the hoop.
Johnson against Jackson, and he commits the intentional foul.
Kevin Johnson. Third personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, Phoenix. Jackson is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Johnson. Patrick Ewing comes up with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Knicks. Patrick Ewing.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
These guys have been lights out from the charity stripe, protecting their lead.
Phoenix calls timeout. 32 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Any ideas on strategy being discussed right now in that huddle?
And they need to execute quick out of this break.
And even if they get it and then get a quick foul, there still might not be enough time.
And Ewing with the block. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Down low, here's Jackson, and the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for New York.
And with this last run, they have shut the door on any chance of a comeback.
Shut the door, turned off the lights, and locked it up. Fantastic run for them to end the game.
They've been a totally different squad here in the overtime. I'm just not seeing the same energy.
Yeah.
Here's Strickland. So it's New York picking up the win. An overtime victory. Clark, those have to be extra sweet.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, this could have gone either way. Winning these 50-50 games is a real boost for the confidence.
Well,
so
folks,
was there a bunch of like Bruce Pritchard
so for Mike
business history going
Clark
on?
Kellogg, and David Aldridge and our entire 2K crew.